Good evening and welcome to Hen Sports Tonight, Season 5, Episode 6, the finale. My name is Gabbie Frasier alongside George Lawson, and we are here to give updates in the world of sports.
In recent NBA news, the Oklahoma City Thunder has advanced to the semifinals after winning by 14 points against the Dallas Mavericks. Final score 118-104, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander playing one of the best games of the season. The semifinals game will be played against the winner of tonight's game between the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets.
Now for the NHL. There are currently 2 games underway tonight as the NHL has approached Week 11 of its 21-week season. The New York Rangers, with a record of 14-12-1, and the Buffalo Sabres, with a record of 11-13-4, started their game at 7 p.m., playing at the Sabres Stadium. The second game of the evening, which started at 7:30, features the Anaheim Ducks with a record of 10-12-4, playing in an away game at the Ottawa Senators Arena.
Recently, the NFL approved the sale of 13% of the Miami Dolphins and their assets. Ares Management, who has the rights to Hard Rock Stadium and the Miami Grand Prix, will own 10% of the Dolphins, while 2 other private investors will have the remaining 3%. This follows a growing interest for investments into the brand. With the Dolphins' core values at the forefront, the NFL is confident that they have made the right decisions.
In similar news, the Bills have added 10 new minority, non-controlling owners to their ownership group, making this the first example in Bills history, and the Eagles are the 3rd team expanding ownership efforts.
As far as NFL game news, top 8 teams have been ranked as we gear towards the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, with a record of 12-1 this season, are anticipated to have a seat in the 2025 Super Bowl, with both the Eagles and Vikings falling in 2nd and 3rd place with a record of 11-2. The Super Bowl is scheduled to take place on February 9th in New Orleans, so make sure to tune in.
In college football news, the playoffs are underway in just 2 weeks as teams are prepping to see who will take home the trophy. The Indiana Hoosiers will go head-to-head against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish with a tied record of 11-1-0. The playoffs will span from December 20th to January 20th of the new year, so stay tuned to see who our national champions will be.
For UD basketball news, the women's team is currently facing the Villanova Wildcats in a game here at home. The Wildcats have a record of 5-5, and our Delaware Blue Hens have a record of 3-5. They started their game at 6:30 p.m., so we'll know who wins shortly.
For MLB, a long-awaited trade is underway for Garrett Crochet. Crochet, the 11th overall pick for the 2020 draft, is being traded to the Red Sox as a current White Sox pitcher. In switching his socks from white to red, fans are eager to see how he will play for the new team.
In other MLB news, the Mets have agreed to sign Juan Soto to a 15-year contract worth $765 million this past Sunday. The contract for the professional outfielder is noted to be the longest and largest contract ever given in MLB history. The introductory press conference is set to take place tomorrow at Citi Field.
And lastly, concluding MLB news, Dick Allen and Dave Parker, 2 renowned baseball players, have been elected to the MLB Hall of Fame this past Sunday. Following a career with personal hardship, the 2 star players were elected by the Classic Era Committee to receive a home in Cooperstown in July of 2025.